go to Torah Side.
Kol hashoneh halachot b'chol yom v'zat Hashem. That's the conditions here. We don't take your money. If you don't listen to us, take the money and get out of here. That's the rules. The mitzvot v'zat Hashem are sponsored. רפואה שלמה לכל עם ישראל ובכללם לחיה בת לאה. Anybody else? רפואה שלמה? Just say the name out. Mitzvah number 123. מצוות קורבן עולה ויורד. The korban is, we have it like this. An obligation to bring a korban offering for a chata'ot. As it says in the Torah, להקריב קורבן עולה ויורד, a korban that's completely consumed by a fire. על חטאים מיוחדים. There are certain sins when the person does, those are not consumed by anybody. Usually, the chatat, in order for the atonement to be accepted by Hashem, a kohen has to eat, right? But certain chataim has to be completely devoured by the fire. V'hen tumat mikdash. And chas v'shalom, a person who touched, have a wonderful day, Atzlachah Rabbi Yosef. A person who touched something that is hegdish while he was still in the stage of tumah, right? Klomar adam shehu tameh ba hatomeh hatumah v'nichnas ba hatomeh hatomeh v'nichnas lemikdash bishgaga. So what happened was he walked into the sanctuary while he was tameh, meaning he didn't know what happened. Like this. Again, yesterday we discussed. Like one of the scenarios is very common, unfortunately. Hopefully, it should never be ever common. But they found out the mikveh is not tehorah. They found out the mikveh is not kosher. The husband slept with his wife. She was a nidah. Right? So over here, what happened was, people were going to Beit HaMikdash, and noda lahem that they were passing through Makom Tameh. Now they all, shgiga, by mistake, walked into the Mikdash, Tameim.
Bet Midrash.
Bet Mikdash, yeah, Bet Midrash. They walked in, they discovered there was a body buried there, or whatever it was. Now you have a problem. So now what do you do? If it's b'shgiga, v'tumat kodashav gam ken shehu tameh v'achar basar kodesh b'shgaga. Or, let's say a kohen, he became tameh, but he didn't realize he was tameh, but then realized later on. But in the meanwhile, he ate the kodashim, v'shevuat bitui. And chas v'shalom, a person who swore also falsely. Falsely, meaning like Yaakov Avinu, right? What did Yaakov Avinu do? Yaakov Avinu didn't know that Rachel didn't have. And he made it very strong, and he made a big statement. You understand that tzaddikim, even when they make a statement that is not, that it's not, or it's conditioned, and the condition doesn't come out, HaKadosh Baruch Hu uses it as a real saying. So we hear a person by mistake made a swear, he really didn't know that it was in his possession. Then he realized that he swore falsely. Hashem's name, he has to bring a korban olah. Or he said he's going to do something and then he didn't do, or he's going to say, I'm not going to do something, and then he did it. Like, you know the famous story. The Gemara says that it was a big tzaddik. And it was mamash, everybody spread about rumors that he was mamash, achnasat orchim, like no other. However, there was one big problem. People started coming back, and he was machnis orchim, and then he started beating up everybody. So the Rabbanim were concerned. So this guy, big Baal Tzedakah, big, supports all the yeshivas. Are we quiet over here? What kind of abuse? He has guests in the house, and after he feeds them and everything, and on the way out, he beats them up with maklot, with the sticks and everything, the whole stuff. So the Rabbanim got scared when we were taking tzedakah from Rasha. What's going on there? So one of the Rosh Yeshiva says, okay, to his students, go to his house. Let's see what's happening there. Okay? So two Talmidim Chachamim come, and they see mamash, like he greets them like a malachim, and he mamash takes care of them and everything. And after they were ready to go, they're ready to leave, they were afraid, right? What's going to be now? And they got on the outskirts. He walks with them all the way to the outskirts. They said, probably now they're going to jump on us. And every second they're trembling. Okay, thank you, Rabbanan. And he go home. Like somebody told them the secret. They're coming to investigate. So they turn around here. They're probably going to somebody's going to jump us now. Nothing. They walk half of the way. Oh no! They turn around. Chacham, we have a question. Well, okay. Here's the rumor. Says, what do you mean? There's a rumor. Oh, people don't tell you the truth. What happened? So what do you mean? People come to my house, I give them everything, and I give them more and more, and then they start swearing. We swear in Hashem's name, we're not going to eat anymore. And, lo and behold, they're eating. The tava, the food, I come out with them, and they swear in Hashem's name they're not going to eat anymore, and while my servants bring it out, they start eating, they start freshing again. So I said, Has Shalom, you have to beat them up. You have to beat them up for that. I see. Then give him bracha. Kodesh Baruch Hu, we have to be very careful how we how we think about it. People, this rabbi is bad, because somebody told me he's bad. Finish right away. The rabbis are always bad. Like we said, the Gemara. It's not our fault. The Gemara says. Right today, if there's a tzara in the tzibur, a wonderful day. But nobody's held over here. Nobody has. We don't put chains by the chairs. If you love what we're hearing and you could stay, but if not, you come at night 7:45. We have a shiurim over here every night. Night said, I don't think you drive kids in the night at night, right? At schools. No, okay, good.
What do you do today?
Yeah.
Nowadays, if she goes to the mikveh and it's not kosher.
You have a problem. You have to start saying to Hashem, please Hashem, make sure that my wife goes always to a kosher mikveh, and the mikveh should never have any shaytas. However, huh?
Can't bring offering.
The problem is today you'll never know. If the mikveh was not kosher that night, you'll never know. Nobody's going to publicize it because they think they're doing chesed to the community, and they're not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put them in cherem. Yeah. No, people have to do tshuva. People never do tshuva. That's why in Yom Kippur, you say that I slept with a nidah. You admit. You never slept with a nidah. What are you talking about? So, yes, I did. Hashem, you know what I did. Maybe I did, maybe not. At least all the chataim. Mention everything. I murdered people. You murder people? How many people you murder in your life?
10.
Well, probably more if we talk Lashon Hara, right? But this is not talking about. This is talking about
professional killer.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But Yom Kippur, that's what you say. How many times you say I killed? How many times in Yom Kippur you say killed? What do you call you killed? What are you talking about? In Hashem's world, it's totally different. You said yesterday, one of the Avirah is if you don't snitch, you get stitched. Because it sticks on you, the Avirah. That's the whole point. So if you, whatever it is, now this is the mitzvah over here. Let's just quickly. The Korban Olev, you read, so it says that the person must bring this Korban to atone for his Avirah. Let's see, continue. The rabbi goes over here quickly. Shoresh mitzvah. Where's the Shoresh mitzvah here? I have Adam Le'abi. So he brings on all the I just want to go into the foundation. Mishosha mitzvah. What is the foundation of the mitzvah? Kvar amarnum. So it's the same thing. The rabbi is going to tell you anything that's related to the Korban. He's going to point out to you. Again, we're telling you the general outlook. The purpose of Korban is to bring down your ga'ava. Bring down the Korban. And I think it's good to mention it right now. Today, Baruch Hashem, I'm a person, you travel from one place to another place sometimes. This place, you learn from this people, that people. I was okay and every time, if you don't understand, it's out of this world. Wherever a person goes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends familiar faces. Why is he doing that? You ever notice that? Anywhere you go, you always see familiar faces. Why is Hashem doing that? To make you feel comfortable. Because Hashem loves you. Because Hashem loves us. Think for a second. Hashem loves us. If you think for a second, all your life, anywhere you're here, you're traveling, you go on vacation, all of a sudden in the shul, everybody, hello, you look like the guy in my shul. You ever had that? I had it all the time. Why? Why is Hashem doing that? Why is Hashem doing that? That's beautiful. To me, it's because He loves you. And then in the end, you'll think for a second, wait a minute. All my life, Hashem does everything for me because He loves me. What do I do for Hashem? Sometimes I put on tefillin, I do it for Hashem. Nothing. What do? What do I do for Hashem? You have to think about it for a second. Right now we're talking about chataim. Why do we transgress? Where does it come from that we're stooping down to do an aveira? What is an aveira, b'chlal? Each one according to his level, right? Some guy might think touching a goya, that's aveira. That's aveira. That's already that's beyond aveira already. Touching a goya, what are you talking about? What is aveira? Totami chacham. Wasting 5 minutes on shtuyot is aveira. We're not learning Torah. A person who is everyone has his own. He knows what avera is. Where you feel, I should have done something else. But before we get to that stage, we always have to be thankful to Hashem. Think for a second. Everything we do, a business acquaintance, anything we do, it's always smooth. Like you get a new appointment, you get a phone call. Yes, we want to meet with you. You go to see the house, and some familiar faces. I never saw you in my life. Familiar. Hashem loves us. Everything we do, everything. You drive a car, a police officer stops you, and he looks like a mensch. He looks like a familiar face. Even that. You broke the law. The police, Hashem, making sure that the person that stops you, pulls you over, you should be relaxed. Everything is asked for you, mamash. And if you think like that all the time, you're going to come to appreciate it. And if once you start to appreciating, you'll know that what am I doing wasting my time? Why am I sitting at home at 7:45 and not coming to Jew? Why am I'm tired? Okay, I'm tired. Baruch Hashem. So let's make plans. Let's make plans. We have more Torah. Well, something I like to do, right? Why people don't come here at 7:45? Not because they're tired. Because I don't serve ice cream. And I don't mean ice cream food. If I serve, somebody told me, Rabbi, we serve food. You see, every time we try to do food over here, it's packed over here. That's not the purpose. The purpose is, if I was speaking beautiful things, make everybody nice, feeling good, and they feel enjoy the Torah, they would come anytime.
That you do speak beautifully.
Yeah, I think so. But I want the shiur to be packed, but not my shiur. I want everybody here to learn. Even also, that's why we're getting Baruch Hashem, more sparim. People should be learning together, between each other, chabrutot. It's amazing. You don't understand. I go to Rabbi Smith over here, right? On 66th Avenue. Amazing. 10 o'clock at night. Packed. Chavrutot, not just the rabbi. Rabbi gives a shiur, maybe have 7 guys over there. Then this one, this chavrutot learning. And this is what we want to do here. This is going to be Yeshivat Shalom Bayit V'ezat Hashem in Hollywood over here, on Griffin Road. We're going to be doing that, 35th Avenue. I'm just, I'm plugging the place over there. Okay, so now, anyway, again, so how do you stay away from sin? Appreciating what you have and appreciating Hashem. How do you do real tshuva? Real tshuva is me'ahava. Hashem, look what you do to me. You do everything for my comfortability. And how did I do that bad avirah? When I was younger, or a day before, the night before. You hear what's going on? Or 5 minutes ago. So think about it all the time. Hashem, all this is talking about what? Averot. The only time you could bring out korbanot and averot if you did it by mistake. If you did it on purpose, korban is not going to help. Korban is not going to help. So, but how do we do averot by mistake? We kept on forgetting. Hashem is always nice for us. Mitzvah 124. And it's Isur Doraita. Like I said, we had maybe in the printing we have to make a correction. It's a lav. 124 is Isur Doraita. Even though in my printing it says well, for some reason it's a green check. Okay, don't ask me. I had a whole big machlokit to put in. If I put in red ink, that would be better. In the green ink, right? But the people tell me, the graphic designer tells me, no, if you put green ink, red ink, it's going to be people confused. But now, if I would have had a green ink and it starts with the word not, right away you would catch it, right? But because it's all one color, it's haram. Haram. You see, I give in to people and then I suffer. Huh? No, but it's, you know what it means. Just I have to be more careful when I'm proofreading it. That's the problem. If I would have sold, I would have caused it. Anyway, so Mitzvah 124. Shelo lehavdil harosh bechata'at ha'of. Oh, so we have a sin offering, right? A bird. The Kohanim had a special nail, a thumb. It was a nail. It was sharp like a needle. Yeah, they took a bird with one hand. The Kohen, in the second with his, not 2 hands, like the whole business over there. The Kohanim was so professional. I told you, they what's it called, comets? They take a flower, right? We're going to be learning soon about the flower. So they're going to take it like this. This finger is going to stay out. Sorry, my hands are not functioning as well. So these 3 fingers, whatever they hold in the flower here, then they take this finger and they swipe it. There cannot be any flour here. It has to be brought on the Mizbech, only flour that he holds inside this comets, inside that area. Any flour outside is already making pasul. So what does Kohen do? He goes swiftly like this, and with this thumb he cleans everything out. There's nothing here. Like he's not holding flour. You try it. I want to see how you guys are going to be successful. With 2 hands. Clean out with this hand, clean out all the flour. How long is it going to take you? And now imagine your Kohen. Not this hand has to be clean also now, right? And he has to do it so quickly. We're talking about thousands a day. You have 10,000 people bringing menachot. 10,000 people. There's no time playing games with your hand, Make sure it's all clean. It has to be 100% clean because it's going to pasul. We'll see that, okay? So with this finger also, he takes a bird and he cuts the neck. And look at this. The Torah knew the Kohanim are so azarim. So harsh people, they're so strong. They'll rip you apart, right? The Torah is giving him a warning. Hey, Mr. Cohen, be very careful. You shouldn't take off the whole head with the thumb. We're talking about you. Remember, what was Bar Kochba? You know the Bar Kochba army? And to get into Bar Kochba's army, first you have to bite off the finger. To prove that you're a strong person, you have to take off the thumb with your teeth. That was the acceptance inauguration to the army. Then the Chachamim came and said, "What are you doing? Why are you making psulim by Israel? What are you doing? You're making Jewish people not whole anymore. What do you take a finger out? You have a problem, right?" So what was the next rule? They said, "Okay, what should we do?" They gave them, "No problem. You want to test people to go to your army? Again, we're talking about Bar Kochva. How do you know he's Mashiach? What one of the rules of the Mashiach? Mashiach is going to move this building right now. The Mashiach hits with the hand. He could fracture the wall easily, brick wall, no problem. Mashiach has to be very powerful in strength. That's one of the rules, signs that we know he's a Mashiach. Unless they have rules that maybe prove that any rabbi that they claim is Mashiach picked up a car, maybe. But that's what it is. Mashiach has to be able to pick up a car with a hand. He has the power, not of Superman, he has the power of supernatural strength that it's coming from Hashem directly. And if it comes from Hashem, there is no limit on his might. And Mashiach has to be like that. Bar Kochva had that might. Why did Rabbi Akiva made a mistake or about Bar Kochva? He had that might. He could have picked up the car with his finger. Bar Kochva, like this. Like we learned, Rabbi Yaakov Avinu, he picked up with the pinky. He picked up the whole stone that you needed few shepherds, like 10, 15 shepherds to pick up. With his stone, with one finger he picked it up. That has to be supernatural strength. And that's how, and that's the, what? Right. So that's how we know Mashiach is. What Mashiach is, he's going to have that supernatural strength. Is that the Shem? So how did we get this? We're talking about the Kohanim. They had to be a certain level. So Bar Kochva was, what did they do? They figured out that to join the army, you have to ride a horse, not come to a tree and rip it out with the roots. You have to ride a horse while you're running with the horse. You have to grab the tree, your thickness. The tree has to be your thickness. So whatever tree, if you're a spendel, you get a tree, a spendel tree. If you had a gujilda, you have to be riding a horse and a speed of like whatever the horse speed is, and grab the tree and yank it from the ground without stopping. Huh? You like that? This is the Bar Kochva's army. Bar Kochva. It was what's his name? What's going on here? This has to be Mashiach. Again, the guy doesn't work out for a second in the gym. It's like a supernatural. Kadosh Baruch Hu will give it to them. That's how we know Mashiach is. Okay? Anyway, so the Kohanim also, they have special that. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave them a special warning. Hello, people, when you're going to do this malika, when you're going to break the neck of the bird, cut it off with your nails, be very careful not to rip it off with a finger. Just imagine that for a second. Today you could take a knife, it's going to be harder. There's a neck over there, what's going on? With the finger, with the snap of the finger, they're not, so the Torah tells them, stop. What happened was, people who bring the money, korban chataot, there's certain chataim. We said not like yesterday. We said yesterday, chataim of karet, a sin that require that the punishment is karet. You cannot bring what's his name, flour. You cannot bring certain korbanot. There's certain. It's called chatat kabua, korban kabua, which Hashem says you must bring an animal and finish certain animal. Finish. There's no going up and down. There are some chataim, some sin offerings that it goes according to your value of a human being. Whatever the value is, that doesn't have karet. For instance, somebody ate a piece of pig by mistake. He didn't know it was a pig. Now he brings the korban to the Beit HaMikdash. He could bring a bird offering according to his pocket. According to, let's say, if it's a chief rabbi, he ate a pig by mistake, and he has, Baruch Hashem, a community that supports him, and he has a salary, that he should bring a korban. That cannot bring a bird. He has to bring a beautiful bull, just like a rich man. If a rich man did the same thing, so again, it's all depends on your honor. If you're an honorable person and you have enough the means to cover the expense of an animal, certain chataim, even for eating a piece of pig, that person would be obligated to bring a very expensive, according to his pocket. So that's what that's so now. So in this case, we're discussing a person who is poor, who committed a sin, and he could only afford a pigeon. Obviously, pigeon costs much cheaper today. A bird, come on, how much costs a chicken? It depends. I was in a flower shop. my flower shop in Flatbush over there. I don't forget his name. It's the Italian guys. He has two birds inside, two pigeons inside a cage inside the Zed. I said, what's with these two birds? I want to maybe get it. Well, nice pigeons, white birds. He says to me, $7,000. What? He says, yeah, I made a wedding. He makes weddings, $100,000 by the way. He charges on the wedding. You understand that? A flower guy. He makes a wedding. So he used the two pigeons 8 years ago or 10 years ago. $7,000, Rabbi, I paid for those two birds. Not I paid, the customer paid for it, and they just kept it. He put it on top of by the chuppah or whatever they go, the Christian guys, right? They put it over there. That two birds, two love birds, huh? $7,000. Two birds.
Fake birds or real birds?
Real pigeons, real white pigeons inside a white cage on 13th East
Would they
15th and Avenue J. You can still see it there. If they're still alive. What?
would they fly up and then they come back or something?
No, he keeps them in the cage. He's in the cage.
Oh,
Yeah, they just put it nicely in a display over there, like in the middle of a wedding.
You take him out with the chuppah?
No,
I was wondering.
they let
Make
the
a whole
boy
show.
go. They could
Then
be
you
the
make a
boy.
show
The
of-
boy. They let the boy fly because the boy come back to the girl anyway.
Yeah.
All the time. So maybe, but they wouldn't take such a risk. What are you going to do? In the wedding hall, you're going to make number two
But
all over the food.
they can train them. They can train them. They go flying. I was thinking they'd fly and they come
Could
back.
be. Anyway, so now, as it says in Minaguk, it says that sheimlok oto sheneimar. You're not allowed to take off the head. It says in the Torah, umalak et rosho mimul orpo velo yavdil. The Torah tells us that you should not separate the head at the time of the shechita completely. Pirush melikahu shenoetz hakohen. So we already explained all that. Now, again, same thing. The purpose of this mitzvah is to machnia ourselves, to come down or to put down ourselves, to put our ga'ava down, and Bezrat Hashem to become normal human beings. This mitzvah is for the time of the Beit HaMikdash, the Kohanim and Kohanim ubechol adam. So the Kohanim have to perform this mitzvah on any individual who brings this an offering, and even though, right, shekol mishiyavdi lachat b'chatat ha'ov lo keh. Now we said the shchita is what? Shchita is kasher bezar. So over here, taking off the birds, shechting the bird, for chatat should be also a regular Israeli could do it. So if Israel was doing the shechita of the bird for the Kohen, and he took off the whole head, also he would get lashed. So a Kohen or a Jew that did this transgression, take off the head at the time of the shechita, there will be both 39 lashes. Okay, B'ezrat Hashem, have a wonderful day, and let's learn right now. Let's thank our the ladies of our household for taking care of everything that we need, so we can come and learn Torah.